Hello and welcome back to the Bold Life Movement podcast. My name is Kimberly Rich, and today you are watching or listening to a very special segment of the show. This is the Bali-edition. So in case you haven't heard the most recent episodes of the Bold Life Movement podcast, I am here in Bali for a month, masterminding with some guys in one of my different mastermind groups and just spending time soaking up the beauty. I mean, look at this beautiful pool. What more could you want? And really just getting to feel inspired and motivated by the individuals that I'm around. So, as a disclaimer, part of the Bali episodes of the podcast may include scooters. You may hear some construction in the background. You may hear some beautiful birds, but we're just going to roll with it. And that is actually the theme of today's episode. I wanted to share with you how risking my life on a daily basis here in Bali has helped me to become a much more flexible, non-attached individual. So let me paint you a picture in case you've never been to Bali. The way that transportation works here is most people have scooters. That means locals, that means tourists, and that means that if a tourist has a scooter and they're not used to riding a motorcycle or riding a scooter, you are at risk being on the road with those individuals. Here, it's kind of like a renegade country. There's not a lot of enforcement of traffic rules, and you'll often see people driving opposite direction on one-way roads, not to mention that they do drive on the opposite side of the road here if you are an American watching this. So there are all these different elements at play which make it somewhat dangerous to get out on to a scooter and just get to where you're going day to day. So what this has taught me, I have yet to drive a scooter. I kind of, I'm not one of those people that's great on a bicycle, and I want to own that and be okay with that and not force something that may be really dangerous. So I spend most of my time on the back of my friends' scooters. And one thing that I've learned sitting on the back of the scooter as we're going down the road, watching other mopeds come straight at us as they're passing a car coming in the opposite direction, or having people whiz by us as they pass us because we're Americans going way too slow for their taste, I've had to recognize in myself the desire to clench up, to use my inner thighs, to control the moped, to squeeze my friend, to signal to them, I'm not safe, I don't like this, they're going too fast, we're going too fast. And what I've realized is that by trying to control the situation, I'm actually making it worse. What is more effective is to breathe, to relax into it, to trust, to know that both my friend who's driving and the people that are whizzing past us are experienced. They know things that I don't know. They understand how to navigate the potholes. They understand how to navigate the oncoming traffic, the passing traffic. And these are things that, because I'm not a moped driver, I'm not actually aware of. So by actually surrendering to the process and not trying to be so rigid and control it, I'm keeping myself safer and I'm keeping the driver safer, not to mention everyone else on the road. And I realized this can be applied to so many areas of life. There are so many situations that we all experience on a day-to-day basis that we try and control because we think that it's keeping us safe, when in actuality, it's causing tension in our bodies. It's causing tension in the people around us because they can feel that we're trying to control the situation. And in the end, we can't actually affect it when we're coming from that place of neuroses and freaking out and trying to make it what we think it should be, versus being flexible and allowing it to be what might be even better. So can you think of any areas in your life where you are holding too tight? Maybe it's a partner, maybe it's your child, maybe it's a parent. You know, I can think of a lot of different situations in my life with my own parents where I think they should be doing one thing, and you know, they've gotten to where they are without me controlling their actions. So clearly they're doing something right. And by realizing that they have their own journey, that I don't need to control their health, their home, their financial situation, then it actually allows us to have a much deeper, much closer relationship than if I'm spitting my views at them and telling them what they should be doing and feeling resistance in me because they're not doing what I think is right. Maybe you have a similar experience with your parent, or like I said, with your partner, your child, your friends, your colleagues, your bosses. Oh my gosh, I can think of so many instances from my corporate life where I thought my boss should behave one way, I thought my colleagues should behave one way, and instead of us creating a situation where we could come together and co-create something more beautiful, it actually caused disconnect and friction and felt horrible for both parties. So I want you to think about a situation in your life where you can start to release the reins a little bit, where you can realize that flexibility leads to more flow, and holding too tight is actually going to cause you more stress, more anxiety, and not the results that you're looking for. I hope this is helpful. I'm really grateful to be here having the opportunity to learn these lessons on the back of these scooters and to be recording live here in the pool for you. I'm going to be doing a lot more content while I'm here in Bali, and if you want to get access to that, then go ahead and subscribe to the Bold Life Movement podcast. You can find it anywhere that podcasts are hosted. You can also watch all of these videos on YouTube at theboldlifemovement.com/YouTube. And if you want even more in-depth training on how it is that I've come to Bali, how it is that I've gone from working that corporate job to living abroad, to creating a home in Austin, but still having the freedom to come places like this for a month at a time, then I invite you to check out my new free training. You can access it at theboldlifemovement.com/free-training. And I'm really excited to share more content with you guys. I'm loving it here, and I want to share every detail that I can with you. And my hope is that it will help you live a fuller, more exciting, bolder life. Until next time.